Let's take a look at a couple other positions of need for Seattle. Defensive tackle. It seems like they've needed a run stuffer. They maybe haven't had a really solid run stuffer since Cortez is playing. It could be an opportunity to get a guy there, but you say that there might be some other guys further down. And I like the big kid, the kid that's a sophomore that was Terrence Cody from Alabama.
Terrence Cody from Alabama. Yeah, he's a monstrous kid again. I mean, you're talking about a kid who's, 6'3", 6'4", 350, 360 pounds. I mean, just a monster. I think, to be completely honest with you, I think that he's going to be a little bit too much of a concern, this way for the Seattle. I mean, he's a little bit better fit as a 3-4 nose guard. He can hold up at the point very well that way. He's not going to give you anything in terms of pass rush. If Seattle did elect to go to a 3-4, certainly there's a lot of teams that are being very successful with 3-4 right now. He makes a little bit more sense for them. Another big guy to keep in mind is B.J. Raji from Boston College. Took a year off this last year because of academics. He was actually suspended for the year. But he's a good player. He's a good kid at heart, and so he makes some sense as well. More of a mid to late first-round pick, but a prospect that if they wanted to address the middle of their defense, you put him next to Bain, I think that he'd be a good fit at that point in the draft.
And obviously there's some concern there because Rocky's going to be free agent at the end of the year. You're looking for somebody to possibly pair up with Bain and give you some solid support inside. But Red could possibly be that guy too if he can stay healthy and show that he can get it done next season. So maybe you think you're okay there, maybe you don't.
Well, I think that's one of those positions that if you find yourself in a position to get a stud in the first round, then certainly take it. I mean, there's very few positions that are more valuable than a big defensive tackle. I mean, we're seeing it right now in Tennessee. Right. Albert Haynesworth. I mean, when he was healthy, they looked like they were the best team in the league. Now he's not. We'll see if they slide back down to earth a little bit these next couple of weeks. So if you can get one of those guys, certainly. I just don't think there's going to be one of those guys that makes a lot of sense at that 5 to 10 spot in the first round where they're going to be at. So I think more likely scenario has them doing as they have done in the past, getting themselves a big defensive tackle, third, fourth round, see if they can develop them, see if they catch lightning in the bottle a little bit. And I think that there are some players this year that they might be able to take advantage of.
And it seems like if they can lock down the defensive line as far as the running game and get a guy there that they feel like can do the job, that might help the overall pass defense because they can do a number of different things off of that if they're pretty solid stopping the run with just 4 guys up front.
Certainly. I mean, that was one of the biggest things that I saw last year. It isn't that the Seattle's cornerbacks have fallen apart this year. It's that their pass rush has fallen apart this year. And so without that pass rush, then the fact that you have 2 smaller cornerbacks in Kelly Jennings and Josh Wilson, they're going to have to. They're not going to be able to make the plays on the ball they were able to make when you had Patrick Turney winning the defensive player of the year, whatever honors he was winning last year. I mean, and so that is significant. So certainly, if they can get some improvement on the defensive line, it's going to help their cornerbacks. And then the other thought, obviously, being that if you want to take yourself a cornerback and try and work it the other way, then that would make some sense as well. Because again, having 2 smallish cornerbacks in a division that has Anquan Bolden and Larry Fitzgerald certainly is going to be a concern as well.